Hi everybody! Today I'm going to be going over this Hexagon page that nobody seems to know what to do with in their Erin Condren planner. And I figured out how I'm going to use this that will be productive and helpful for me. So I'm also going to give you a few different ideas of what I was thinking about using this page for so maybe you can figure out how to use this page to your benefit also. First of all, I'm going to go over a couple ways I think this page could be used. First of all, this is the thing I've seen people do the most. I've seen people, since there's 12 boxes here, just mark each of these boxes January through December, and you can keep track of something that you need to do once a month all year. And it can be from like January to December, or it can be from July through August to match your planner, whichever your planner, if you have an academic or the calendar year. Some ideas you could keep track of there if you're not sure. You could keep track of your weight. You could put your weight each month at the end of each month or the beginning of each month and keep track of like weight loss. You could keep track of how many times you got to eat each month. That's a good tracker if you're looking to save some money. You can look at how many times you're actually going out to eat, because sometimes you're actually eating out more than you think you are, and then if you see that, maybe you're going to want to try to start cooking at home a little bit more. You could also, this idea I thought was cool too. Some people have a word of the month, and you could keep track of all your words in each space, and then at the end of the year, you have like a list of all the words of the year, or maybe like a theme that you had for each month. So that'd be kind of cool to keep track here too. Another thing, if you don't want to keep track of something in every single one of these boxes, which I'm actually only going to use these 5 white boxes, and I think that looks good too. So if you have something that for the year you don't need all 12 boxes, the 5 boxes would work too. And this you could keep track of maybe yearly projects, like if you have a house and you want to fix up some things in your house, you can put some yearly projects in each of these 5 spaces and then check them off as you go. Or anything. Maybe you garden and you want to keep track of like the progress in your garden. Or I think this page is just really good for if you want to keep track of something throughout the year, but you don't have specific times. It's like a progress. Like once this step is done, then we can move on to the next one. Goals is another way you could use this page. You could put yearly goals. You could put 5 or more of them. You can put 10 if you want, or you can put 12 if you want to fill the whole thing up. But 5 main goals for the year is like a good amount, because if you have too many, you're not going to accomplish that many. So you could put your yearly goals here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put like kind of our money goals. So we're going to be focusing on paying off our Jeep and then saving for an emergency fund and then a new car. Not really a new car, but a second car or a motorcycle. We're still going back and forth on that. So that's what we're doing, and that's how I'll show you I'm setting it up. So hopefully one of these suggestions will be helpful for you. This is how I'm going to set up ours. And I liked the idea of checking things off as I go. So I'll just write in our goals, our 5 goals that we have, and this is what we want to have accomplished, or at least started by the end of 2020. And then I have these Planner Kate stickers from Etsy. These I'm going to just use at the bottom here, and I'll check off each circle as we accomplish, like as the goals are accomplished. So I'm going to start in the first box here. I'm just going to pay off the Jeep. All right, and under this, I'm going to put one of these stickers. I think put one of these. Just put it down here. And then we'll just check that off once that's done. And this is almost done. So that's our first goal that we want to accomplish, to move on to our second goal, which is save for our emergency fund. And what we want to save there is we basically want to have $10,000 put in savings. That's our next goal. And that would be for if like my husband got laid off work, if something major happened with the house. Like we're probably going to need to replace our air conditioning and heating shortly, and that's going to be a big cost. So we want to get some saved up just for like anything major that would happen. Okay, and then we'll put a sticker. I think we'll put a blue sticker. So I might put one of these greenish color. No, that turned out nice and blue. All right, and then after this, we want to. We haven't even paid off 20% of our mortgage. We didn't put 20% down when we bought our house, so we want to get 20% down so that we can get our mortgage insurance taken off, and then we would be able to pay a little bit less each month for our mortgage, which would be wonderful. So that's our third goal. And honestly, by the time we get this much saved, we're probably going to have this quite a bit closer to having it almost paid off. So this one should be a pretty quick one after that's done. All right, let's do a pink here. And then our next goal is going to be, we're going to be trying to save for a motorcycle or a second car. We actually decided to sell our second car to just pay off and put more towards the Jeep. So we only have one car now. We both work from home, so it's not a huge deal right now, but every once in a while we have to drop each other off somewhere if we both would need a car or get a ride from somebody. So we do want a second car or motorcycle eventually. It's not going to be anything, we're not buying a new car or anything. We decided we're not doing that anymore. But we want to save about $5,000 for another car or a motorcycle. That would cover the motorcycle completely, or get us just a little commuter car or something as our second car. Okay, and for that, we will use purple. And then this next thing, we're probably going to do at the same time as this, we'll be saving up for. So we want to just start getting some savings set aside, just in case we have a kid. In the next few years, we want to start saving for that. So that we kind of want to save it. We've heard like it costs like $10,000 again. So if we can just start building that $10,000, we're not going to have that done by the end of 2020, obviously. But our goal is to at least start saving, have that started in some kind of account. So. And like I said, for that, we're not really sure if we're going to have a kid or not, but we'd rather have like money set aside for if we do, because if we find out we're pregnant and then we don't have any money, we're not going to be able to save up $10,000 in 9 months. So that's what that's going to be there for. And that we're going to use yellow, I think. Like that. All right, and just at the very top, I think I'll write money goals. All right, that'll work. So, all right, this is how my hexagon spread looks. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!